1972 Fender Rhodes piano, 73 key, using the original volume pot and jack, minus the RCA jack that's been straight wired. Haven't fiddled with any of the tuning or voicing. Clean the keys and the sticky keys and the bushings that were stuck, clean those out. Temporarily put the keys back in without bushings so that I could test it and hear what it sounds like. Now that it's back together, the difference being that it has new hammer tips. So today I put a brand new set of hammer tips on this 1972, which should give me a pretty good representation of what it sounded like before and when I got it. So this is the original sound concept of this 1972 Fender Rhodes piano. I lied. Two things have been done to it. New hammer tips have been installed this evening. Took a total of about 45 minutes to an hour to put those tips in. Also, the balance rail felts have been changed. So I took all the keys out. I removed the stuck bushings, about an octave and a half, from maybe, seems like it was high C to F above double high C. Is that right? No. Third space C to F above high C. The notes were stuck because some liquid or something had been poured into the piano that crystallized and turned into a gray powder that was on the keys, and that ate the bushings, causing the keys to stick. So I basically pulled all of those deteriorated red bushings out and put the keys back in temporarily, but that allowed me to vacuum the key bed, and I also cleaned the keys. But while I had the keys out, it was very easy to go ahead and replace the balance rail felts. I had a pack of those that were the appropriate size for the 1972. They came, I ordered them for my 1981, and they were the wrong size. So the balance rail bushings for the 54 and the 1981 are bigger. These are very small donut-shaped felt bushings that you put on the pin so that the key balances back and forth, which restores a lot of the resiliency in the spring to the key. What I haven't been able to do is I didn't have key shims, so most of the bottom 3 octaves the keys are fairly well leveled, but up in this top octave I had to take those shims off to use those for other things. So now these keys up here have not been properly shimmed, so I'll have to do that in the future. It also turns out that the pedestal felts to me are okay. So I'm not going to go to the trouble of spraying acetone on the pedestals and ripping the felt off and gluing new felt on, because it's a little dirty, but it's not really that worn. And it turns out the action on the 72 as opposed to 73 through, they say 1980, is actually a better action. So the previous early 70 years, the pedestal is shaped like this. It rounds off. So people tend to like this action okay without having to do the miracle mod, which I'm not going to do. So I'm getting used to this action. So it has new balance rail felts, new hammer tips. But the voicing and scaling of the instrument is the way that I got it. I think that it sounds amazingly good. I like the timbre quite a lot. But to finish the restoration, you have to replace these screws, washers, and rubber grommets that support the tone bar, allowing it to vibrate. So I have to take all of these off, which will destroy this particular voicing. The proximity of the tine vibrating to the pickup, but that's what the risk that I have to take. I don't think that I'm going to lose any sound. Anyway, that's the sound of the 72 Rhodes. More to come. Peace out.